people in. All right. Yes, we are doing it. We are live. Very, very good. This has been a miracle day already. Even just to be here physically on the call live with you is nothing short of a miracle. And all the Aditi Devo Bhava, all the unexpected challenges and along the way that brought with them gifts has left me in a state of real beautiful awe and wonder and surrender right now. I don't know if you guys saw, actually, I don't know if she's here right now. But picking me up from the airport actually was this amazing being. I just posted to Facebook, but I just want to share it with you just because it's extra fun. Let's see here. I want to see if you guys can recognize who this wonderful person is. I only met her twice in person, but you guys recognize this person in the car picking me up from the airport today? Yeah, I'm gonna see if she is here on the call. Oh, she's not quite hooked on. I think she's getting still her feed ready. And not only that, but I'm at the home right now of Aaron and Heidi. And Aaron, who's been sharing so powerfully from his heart over the last 2 weeks. What do you do? How do you face? What can you face the fear in the midst of the fear? What do you do? And how can you transform that fear or that challenge into something positive? There's a quote in the book says, whatever is our heartache, our oh, good. Here, real quick. They want us to say hi too. So here is the one who picked me up from the airport. Yay! And here's Heidi.
Hi.
Yeah. And the puppies. And then yeah, let's just walk out here too. We're gonna do a little tour. This is my first time walking around this property. I got here just a minute or two ago. But also we have here these beautiful puppies. And then look who's here with me right now. Yeah. Yeah. So I was just saying how powerful that we started looking at ourselves with the art process. Acknowledge, reframe, transcend. And then just this week, one of the most traumatic things has happened on the planet for thousands and thousands of people. An earthquake has struck in Turkey and Syria on a magnitude of 7.8 and has left thousands, tens of thousands of people homeless in the snow without a home. And so on today's call, we are going to be sending so much love. We're going to do a special meditation prayer, sending so much love. And what a powerful point in which we can exercise this principle, the ancient secret of Aditi Devo Bhava, to really say, is it really true in any case that whatever is our heartache, our trial, our struggle can have within it the seeds of equal or greater benefit? So Aaron is living evidence of this and over again helping people through soultivation.com and through his beautiful work to reframe everything. I think one of the gifts of this today is that today on the call is over 30 people from Turkey and Syria area, the area affected, or sending love to the area, joining for that reason. So if you're on this call or you're the first time you're on this call and you're joining for that reason, I just want you to go ahead and put in the chat, I'm new, just so we can send extra love to you. We actually have a very special meditation prayer prepped up, but we want to go through a couple announcements first of all. So first of all, I just want to just settle in a little bit here. Feel the sun shining actually on my legs. Feel the joy of being here with my brother, Aaron, and my sister, Heidi, and also the fact that Carol Ray, second time ever meeting her, I got to give her a copy of the book in Japanese, where she's lived in Japan before, just came from a European tour that was so filled with miracles. And today, what if you learn one ancient secret that changes your life forever, which I think will easily happen today. So having said that, thank you, Aaron. We're gonna have you share in a little bit. But what a little beautiful paradise here. I think you're opening up this home for retreats in the future, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so if you want to have a really beautiful space to do any kind of retreat, you're very welcome here. Okay, having said that, wow. Let's just take a couple deep breaths together. How's that sound? So everyone, just thank you for being here, whether you're new or you've been on the call before. These moments in which we can gather and apply the principles of the ancient secrets, especially the opening quote, I didn't come to teach you, I came to love you, and love will teach you. I believe that what we do today will make a big impact, a big difference in the lives of thousands and thousands of people, and that your being here is not an accident, that your contribution in terms of the love you send makes a difference, that your heart, your being, whatever is the trial or struggle or challenge that you're facing, that you'll find benefit as you share love with others. Oftentimes I would see Dr. Naram, people would come for their own healing experience. So my teacher, Dr. Naram, he had patients like the Dalai Lama, Mother Teresa, Nelson Mandela, and thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of people around the world. Sometimes when they would come for some healing for a physical ailment, one of the prescriptions that Dr. Naram would give was you need to start doing service. Now, that doesn't happen typically when you go to a Western medical doctor that I've seen, where the prescription is service or love, but there is healing power that comes when we get outside of our own bubble, our own box, and we care about people who are in a very serious situation, struggling, and we know that we can do something. I'm going to share a story about the orphan kids in a moment, but I want to see, first of all, is Asin, are you on the call right now? If you are, can you unmute yourself? The wonderful person who helped so powerfully to translate the book into Turkish. Are you there, Asin?
I'm over here. I'm over here.
Fantastic.
And my friends are all here.
Yeah, can you welcome all your friends for us and in Turkish, because I know not everyone speaks English. You can just give a little summary of what we've shared so far and what we're going to do on today's call, right at the beginning of the call.
Evet. İngilizce bilmeyen arkadaşlar için anlatmam gerekiyor. Genellikle bu pazar günkü toplantılarda sürekli olarak herkes sevgiyle bağlantılı olarak yaşadıkları şeyleri anlatıyorlar. Herkes bunları paylaşıyor. Fakat bugün burada birlikte olmamızın asıl amacı hep birlikte sevgi enerjisi göndermek. Burada 500 küsür kişi var, 600 kişiye yakın. Biz de 30 kişi kadar varız tahmin ediyorum. Hepimiz buradayız ve bütün bu felakete uğrayan herkes için sevgi enerjisi göndereceğiz. I think this is all. I'm sorry for being so sentimental.
No need to apologize for that at all. Your heart is speaking beyond.
Yes.
And your emotion comes for good reason. Can you share the status, the situation of what happened this week in that beautiful area and what people are facing?
Yes. It's terrible. It's very difficult to put it into words. But I think this has been a very, very big disaster that has never been taking place, and they say since a century. And unfortunately, the death toll has risen, and it seems it's going to reach 20,000 probably, now 18,000, but there are so many people who are just caught under the debris or the rubble, whatever you call. There are, it's incredible. There is an incredible love that is, the people are just digging with their nails, and so many people have been rescued alive, thankfully. But if you compare to figures, the rescued ones are so little in comparison. So there is so many people under the rubble still, but it's been 6 days and it can only be miracles. And I believe in miracles. People can, sometimes human beings have a great potential. I believe in this, and I know that some more miracles will happen, but many miracles are happening right now at the moment, thankfully. Thanks God, thanks to love, thanks to infinite love. Thank you.
Can you translate for me into Turkish as I speak?
Yes, just sentence by sentence if possible. Yeah.
First of all, I want to welcome everyone to this global healing miracle call.
Herkese bu küresel mucize çağrısına geldikleri için hoş geldin diyorum.
On this call today are people joining live from hundreds of countries.
Evet, bugün yüzlerce ülkeden katılanlar var.
United for a single purpose.
Herkes tek bir amaç için burada bir araya geldi.
Yeah, with the belief that healing miracles are possible and that
Evet.
love can guide us to that deeper healing.
Evet, şifa mucizeleri gerçekleşiyor ve bunların hepsinin ay pardon kaçırdım. Could you please repeat it again?
The people from all over the world are gathering because we believe same thing that you said, Asin, that miracles are possible, that healing miracles are possible, and that love can guide us to that deeper healing.
Evet, şifalanma mucizeleri, senin de dediğin gibi şifalanma mucizeleri devam ediyor ve gerçekleşiyor. Ve biz de burada sevginin bize rehberlik edeceğine inanıyoruz.
And that there's ancient secrets, there are ancient secrets that can support us healing individually and collectively.
Kadim şifa sırlarındaki özellik hem bireysel olarak hem de kolektif olarak şifa sağlayabilecek güçte.
I learned these ancient secrets from a master healer who over 10 years taught me the powerful secrets for how you can turn any challenge, any tragedy, and then you can find the miracle gift in that challenge.
Evet, bu usta şifacının yanında geçirdiğim 10 yıl boyunca mucizelerin olabileceğini ve bu kadim şifa sırlarıyla pek çok mucizenin gerçekleştirilebileceğini, pek çok şifanın gerçekleştirilebileceğini biliyorum.
Now I want to thank you, Asin, and I want to acknowledge not everyone knows who you are, but Asin, basically you've let love guide you. So I want to acknowledge you in letting love guide you.
Yeah.
Can you speak that? I know it's hard to maybe translate when I'm acknowledging you, but I want people to know I love you and respect.
I will tell you in Turkish to my fellow friends. Kitabın başında bir kısım var. Doktor Naram'ın kullandığı bir söz ve Dr. Clint bunu çok severek bir slogan gibi kullanıyor. Buraya size öğretmeye gelmedim, sizi sevmeye geldim. Sevgi size her şeyi öğretecektir diyor.
And I want to acknowledge that you let love guide you and in such a deep and powerful way helped translate this book so that it is now in Turkish.
Yes.
Ustabir, and I can't read it, but maybe you could just share what I spoke about you.
Where?
Just that I'm grateful that you let love guide you to help translate this book, and also the opening quote. If you could read this.
Okay, I've already read it, but I will repeat it. Sen bu kitabı tercüme ederken çok büyük bir sevgiyle yaptın. sevgi sana rehberlik etti ve şimdi bunun ne kadar önemli olduğunu bir kere daha vurgulamak için tekrarlamamı istedi. Size öğretmeye gelmedim, size sevmeye geldim. Sevgi size her şeyi öğretecektir diyor. Thank you.
So I believe everyone on this call right now, love guided you here. Love guided you here.
Evet, buraya gelen herkes, eminim hepinizi sevgi buraya rehber. Sevgi sizi çekti buraya, size rehberlik etti.
And that there will be some gift that you'll be able to share and some healing gift you'll receive in your own heart.
Evet, hem şifa paylaşacaksınız hem de kalplerinizde sizin için şifa oluşacak.
There is a quote that Dr. Naram learned from his master. It says, every adversity, every difficult situation or heartbreak has within it the seeds of equal or greater benefit. So every challenge, every heartache, every obstacle has within it the seeds of equal or greater benefit.
Again, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I'm
No
lost.
Yeah, no problem. In fact, let's do this. Just 1 second. Let's unite everyone on this call and watching the recording. If we could just all
Evet.
take one deep breath in together, and then
Evet, hepimiz.
we'll release it in a sigh.
Evet, hepimiz derin bir nefes alıyoruz ve şimdi sevginin bize rehberlik edeceği şekilde şey göndereceğiz, sevgi göndereceğiz.
Yeah, so go ahead, everyone, take a deep breath in. Hmm. Now there's a marma point where it helps bring peace to the mind. So we can navigate situations with more clarity. And instead of the fear or anxiety clouding our vision, we can see with resourcefulness and love. So is it okay if we do this marma together to start off this call? Asin, can you translate that?
Yes, bir marma yapacağız ve bu marma birçok şeyin iyileşmesi için yardımcı olacak. Kusura bakmayın arkadaşlar, gerisini unuttum çünkü çok bir duygu patlaması içindeyim. Yes, I'm sorry. I'm translating, but I'm just forgetting some of the words you're saying. I'm so sorry.
You don't even need to apologize because your heart is here with us. You're amazing work, Asin.
I'm completely lost.
Let's do this. Let's all put our hands together and send love to Asin and everyone in the area right now. Let's just put our hands
together. They need more than us. They need more than us.
We love you and we're with you.
Yes. Sizi seviyoruz ve sizinle birlikteyiz.
Now when Dr. Naram was in Nepal, when the big earthquake hit Nepal.
Nepal'de çok büyük bir deprem olduğu zaman.
So Dr. Naram was there.
Doktor Naram orada.
Things were falling. People were screaming.
Her şey düşüyormuş. Herkes bağırış çağırış içindeymiş.
Snakes and bugs were coming out of the ground and biting people. So they would get snake bites and insect bites, all kinds of injuries, open wounds from things hitting people's heads, and lots of anxiety. Lots of.
Shall I? Okay. Deprem olduğu için toprağın içinden birçok yılan, böcek gibi yaratıklar çıkıyormuş ve insanları ısırıyorlarmış. Dolayısıyla insanlar hem zelzele nedeniyle yaralanıyorlar hem de bu ısırıklar nedeniyle zehirleniyorlar, yaralanıyorlarmış. Yes.
Temples that were thousands of years old were leveled.
Evet, binlerce yıllık tapınaklar hep sıfırlanmış, yıkılmış hepsi.
One of the orphanages that we had been supporting for many years, the roof fell in and hit some of the kids on the head, and they had to be rushed to the hospital, and they were all staying in tents, scared in the yard.
Yıllardan beri bizim desteklediğimiz orada bir yetimhane var. Bu yetimhanedeki çocuklardan birçoğu yaralandılar. Başlarından isabet aldılar. Onları hastaneye götürmek durumunda kalındı. Yes.
And tested in the fire of that tragedy, tested in the fire of that tragedy were these ancient secrets.
Ve o anda bu kadim şifa sırlarıyla orada bunun testi yapıldı, denemesi yapıldı.
When the hospitals were filled, there's no room in the hospitals. No ambulance can come to people. There was no way to get a medical support vehicle and no way to get into a hospital. Dr. Naram went to work right away, using the ancient secrets to help people.
Hastanelere hiçbir şekilde ulaşılamazken, hiç yer yokken, ambulanslar ulaşamazken, hiçbir araç ulaşamazken, Doktor Naram dosdoğru hastaneye gitti ve çalışmaya başladı.
One of the main principles of the ancient secrets is that anything can be a medicine or poison depending on how you use it.
Bu kitapta da okuyacağınız gibi aslında önemli bir şey var. Doktor Naram'ın her zaman söylediği bir şey aldığınız bir şey, vücudunuza aldığınız bir şey birisi için iyi kullanıldığı takdirde ilaç olabilir. Ancak başka birisi için şey de olabilir, zehir de olabilir.
And that in your own kitchen, your own home or area, you can make remedies using simple ingredients that have profound effects.
Evet, dolayısıyla ki mutfaklarınızdaki en basit baharatları kullanarak yapacağınız ev reçetelerini kullanmış.
And that there's also points, secret points you press on your body that remove blocks and create healing possibilities.
Evet, ellerinizde kullanacağınız bazı noktalar var. Bu noktalar bütün blokajları yıkıyor, dolayısıyla da şifa sağlıyor.
So by having access to today's call, what if you learn one of these secret remedies or points on the body you can press that help you or help someone that you love when the moment of crisis, all you have is yourself and the things around you? How do you know what to use to bring balance, peace, health, possibility, even in the midst of a crisis?
Evet, çok büyük krizlerin içerisindeyken bile marmaları kullanarak veyahut da bu ev reçetelerini kullanarak bu krizi hiçbir şeye ihtiyacınız olmadan karşılayabilirsiniz.
So on today's call, you are going to learn certain secrets, ancient secrets that will make you powerful and more independent.
Evet, bugün buradaki bu şeye katılarak öğreneceğiniz şeyler sizi hem bağımsız yapacak hem de çok güçlendirecek.
And when you use these secrets and share them with others, you can literally save people's lives.
Eğer bu sırları, kadim şifa sırlarını öğrenirseniz ve onları başkalarıyla paylaşırsanız birçok kimsenin hayatını kurtarabilirsiniz.
And as a community today, a global community, we're also going to gather in a healing vibration of love to send prayers and meditation and love to exactly those who need it right now.
Evet, şu anda global bir topluluk olarak şu anda çok ihtiyacı olan kişilere sevginin gücünü göndereceğiz. Dolayısıyla da şifa sağlayacağız.
There is one of the secrets that we're going to do together is anytime you feel stress, anxiety, fear, worry, whenever you feel that, how can you transform it so you feel more peace? And from the perspective of peace, you can solve problems more easily.
kriz içindeyken, büyük bir anksiyete içerisindeyken, ne yapacağımızı bilemeyeceğimiz bir durumdayken, bu kitapta da okuduğunuz, bazı yerlerde okuduklarınız gibi bazı şeyler var. Bunları kullanarak bu anksiyetenin içinden kurtulup bir şeyler yapmak mümkün. Her şeyden önce I forgot.
No problem. I just translate this. If we come from anxiety and fear, we take action, but it may not help as much.
Evet, anksiyete varken harekete geçebiliriz ama bu bizim için çok yardımcı olmayabilir.
But if we can ground ourselves,
Ama kendimizi topraklarsak,
we come from a more resourceful energy.
o zaman daha dayanıklı bir enerjimiz olur.
And then our actions have more impact.
O zaman da hareketlerimiz çok daha etkili olur.
So today, I want to give certain things that will become invaluable, not just for people in Turkey and Syria, but all over the world. We don't know what's coming. We don't know what's coming.
Evet, önümüzde neler olduğunu henüz bilmiyoruz ama şimdi vereceğim bazı kadim şifa sırları hepimize lazım olacak. Şimdi, are we going to learn it today?
Yeah, today we're going to learn some.
Okay,
And because
okay.
we don't know if we can rely on outside sources, but we can empower ourselves and then
Evet.
serve in this powerful way.
Evet. Her şeyi dışarıdan beklemeye gerek olmadan kendimizi güçlendirirsek o zaman daha kolay hizmet verebiliriz, yardımcı olabiliriz.
Now, to inspire everyone, before I start teaching, I want to give a practical case from this week of something that happened that is amazing.
Evet, bu hafta gerçekleşmiş olan çok şaşırtıcı bir şey var. Bu hafta oldu. Şimdi bunu paylaşmak istiyorum sizlerle.
So Judy Lamar is one amazing woman. In fact, I'm going to add her on right now so you can see. I want to say 82 years young, Judy.
Judy
Yeah.
82 yaşında bir genç.
Now, Judy, I'm not sure if you've ever spoken in a way where you're translated, but I want you to share your story one sentence at a time.
Okay.
And then, because it's very important, your story now can inspire people who need this message right now.
Oh, thank you. Blessings. I woke up in the middle of the night
Gece yarısı uyandım.
with pins and needles in my feet
Ayaklarımda şeyler vardı, iğneler batıyordu.
Which
for
day?
about the fourth or fifth night.
Üçüncü ya da dördüncü ya da beşinci gece.
I recently was diagnosed with high blood pressure.
Son zamanlarda yüksek tansiyon tanısı konmuştu.
And took Ayurshakti recommended herbs for it month and a half.
1,5 ay kadar Ayush Shakti'nin bitkisel formüllerini kullandım.
That night, Monday, 3:15 a.m.
Pazartesi günü
I felt I was in distress,
çok stresli bir durumdaydım
and I said in my mind,
ve aklımdan
Dr.
şu
Clint,
geçti.
Dr. Clint, I need your help.
Dr. Clint, sizin yardımınıza ihtiyacım var diye aklımdan bu geçti.
I put the light on at 4:30 a.m.
4:30'da ışığı açtım.
to
Sabah.
see on my phone a message from Dr. Clint
Dr. Clint'ten gelmiş bir mesaj vardı telefonumda.
saying, "How's your health?
Sağlığın nasıl?
I'm here with Dr. Giovanni in Switzerland.
İsviçre'de Doktor Giovanni ile birlikteyim.
Can we be of help?
Sana yardımcı olabilir miyiz?
Now you're going to make me cry. So there's the first principle, love.
Evet. İlke sevgi.
That began a coaching session
Sonra bir koçluk seansı başladı.
for several hours.
Birkaç saat sürdü.
Dr. Clint asked me to take my blood pressure.
Doktor Clint benden tansiyonumu ölçmemi istedi.
It was 224 over
224,
138.
138'ti.
So it was sky high.
Çok yüksekti.
So the technique,
Teknik
ghee,
ghee,
marma,
marma.
ghee, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, ghee. Okay,
Evet.
ghee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pull down. Ghee in navel.
Şimdi karna. Ghee.
Real quick.
Baslı.
I want to make sure people know what ghee is. Asin, you
Okay.
think people know what ghee is?
Perfectly well.
Okay, you guys know ghee.
Everybody have ghee in their homes. Most
Good.
of the people.
Good.
Thank goodness I did. But I've been using it 2.5 years. Okay. Ghee on my feet,
Ayağımla.
on my feet.
So she put ghee on her feet, on her crown, in her navel, and on her feet.
And on here
Temples.
and
And
on the
pressed
temple.
Well,
Yeah.
And did this thing. Yeah, that's a marma. Then this is a marma.
Yeah.
Okay. Dr. Giovanni had me I take Raktashanti for blood pressure.
Doktor Giovanni bir bitkisel tablet adı tavsiye ediyor.
He had me take 4.
4 tane almam önerdi.
And I went through that ghee process 4 times in 1 hour.
1 saat içerisinde bu ghee operasyonunu 4 defa yaptım.
Right. What else? I also, okay, all right. So that went on, the ghee process. Each hour I would text. The numbers started coming down.
Her seferinde yazmaya başladım. Sayılar gittikçe azalmaya başladı.
Yeah, just real quick, I'll
Go
show
ahead.
this is the actual messages. So this is why I says just checking in, and she's like, "Oh my goodness, how did you know? Only half an hour ago I asked you for help. Love is so precious. Thank you." And we had her take, her blood pressure was 224 over 138. She did the process, and within about an hour, it had dropped to 216 over 105. So it was going the right direction, but it took a long time to drop that much. Some people, well, I'm speaking a little too much, Asin. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
You want to translate that part about her blood pressure, first of all, being there?
Yes, but what she was saying, I've already translated
it.
it.
Good. Yeah.
We basically said, keep doing the process. And how are you feeling? She said, still light tingling in the feet, but a little more ease.
Ayağımda, ayağımda nasıl hissediyorsun demişler. Ayağımda hala bir gıdıklanma iyi var demiş. Biraz daha rahatladım demiş.
And then it was about 2 hours later, finally it dropped to 189 over 98. Finally,
2 saat sonra bu sayılara düştü.
2 hours later, but Giovanni wasn't satisfied. He says, we need to get it below 160. So we
Evet, Doktor Giovanni tatmin olmamış bununla. Bunu biraz daha inmesi gerekir demiş.
also gave a certain mantra to speak and to do some other things. And then this happened.
Bir şeyler yapmasını söylemişler, bir mantra tekrarlamasını, bir olumlama yapmasını söylemişler. Ondan sonra tekrar bir iniş olmuş.
Actually, I say this. She continued to do for 2 hours, no change. And then we gave the mantra after that.
2 saat şey yaptıktan sonra değişiklik olmayınca mantrayı söylemişler yapmasını.
And I'll play the mantra for you in a moment, but just remember this key part. Then we were about to take off. And once we landed, we got this message about 6 hours after she began.
Evet,
Bing.
ve
Yeah.
uçağa bindik. Onun için 6 saat sonra haber alabildik ama açtığımızda bu mesaj vardı.
Her blood pressure had dropped from 224 to 154 over 92.
Evet, 154'e 92'ye düşmüş.
And she says, fantastico, now I have a miracle story.
Giovanni, diyor Giovanni.
Then I said, what if you share on this Sunday's call to inspire people?
Evet, bu şeyde ne söyleyeceksin pazar günü insanları esinlendirmek için?
The reason why it's inspiring to me is that Judy Lamar learned that she can help herself.
Evet, beni en çok esinlendiren şey Judy Lamar'ın kendi kendine bunu kendi
Yeah, I'm
kendine
not a
yapmış
victim.
olması.
I'm not a victim. I'm empowered.
Evet, ben bir kurban değilim, ben mağdur değilim, ben güçlüyüm diyor.
That when the challenge comes, she knows what to do, that it's in her
Evet,
hands, in her own kitchen, the things to use so the emergency goes away.
evet. Şey yapmadan, paniğe kapılmadan ne yapacağını biliyor. Bunu bilmenin verdiği, bu büyük bir güç. Bunu bilmek ve uygulamak önemli.
Now, I would say if you can contact a doctor in emergency, please do. I'm going to say legally, if you can, please do. But what if the earthquake comes and there's no doctors available and you're stuck in your home, yourself or someone you love, blood pressure is going high? What if you learn this secret and it saves someone's life?
Şey olmasaydı, yani böyle bir durumda şey demiyorum, hani doktor çağırın, çağırmayın demiyorum. Tabii ki çağıracaksınız ama düşünün ki öyle durumlar var ki bir deprem olmuş, hiç çağıracağınız kimse yok ve yardıma gelecek kimse yok, yapabileceğiniz bir şey yok ama bunu yapabilirsiniz, kendi kendinize yetebilirsiniz.
Yeah.
The next day, oh, Judy, first of all, what did it feel like to see that result with the patience, with the determination, to see
Well,
that?
it was miraculous. And boy, does it make you feel good. As I said, I had the thought this morning,
Yeah.
no victim of a diagnosis, no victim, no worry, empowered.
Mm.
I mean, I was starting the herbs, I'm doing the diet. I've had wonderful results, over the last 2.5 years, 40 pounds melted off, and no cane. Big story, small story, but wonderful. But this was really empowering. Yeah. And I have to say that lower number started out 138, which it was at the doctor's on December, has gone down to 80 this morning. It's down to 80, which is, normal. And the upper number has gone as low as 149. It's sort of, I call it the blood pressure dance. It seems to go a little up and down, but that lower number just keeps going down.
Yeah.
I have the idea that the ghee and the herbs are pushing away out the debris. I don't know how it works.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Real quick, I would just want her to translate.
Okay. It's too much.
I
It's
didn't
too
want
much.
to interrupt.
No, it's too much. No need. Just do this do this, and do the feet.
This one,
Okay.
you could translate that 1 week later, blood pressure as low as 142/80.
No,
Bir
152,
hafta
152.
152'ye düşüyor bir hafta sonra. And
And one,
still
and 149.
ve 149. Evet.
Lamar, where are you located?
Washington, DC.
So she was in Washington, D.C. We were in Europe, actually, in
Evet. O
the way to Holland.
evet, o Washington'daydı. Biz Giovanni ile Hollanda'daydık.
Yeah. So
And
what is,
I have difficulty asking for help.
yeah.
Yeah.
Who has,
And
who
he helps me. He called me.
raise your hand if you ever have difficulty asking for help. Raise your hand if you're that, if you feel that way sometimes. Can you translate, Asin?
Bazen yardım isteme konusunda sıkıntı çekenler var mı içinizde diyor. Çünkü Judy yardım istememiş, sadece aklından geçirmiş ihtiyacım var diye ve aklından geçirmesiyle yardım gelmiş. Yes.
Then I want to say this, is that a few days later,
Birkaç gün sonra
the blood pressure went up again.
tekrar yükselmiş tansiyonu.
And she said, yes, it stayed under 160 until yesterday.
Düne kadar bir 160'taydı.
This morning it was 173/86.
Bu sabah 173, 86.
Did the marma for 1 hour and the blood pressure number didn't change.
Bir saat marma yaptım, yine değişmedi.
But then she did exercise.
Sonra egzersiz yapmaya başladı.
After that, 143/77.
2 mil yürüdükten sonra 143-77'ye indi.
So this AM 176/87, but after meditating, pouring love into herself, went down to 149/82.
Evet. Bu sabah 176-87 iken ondan sonra kendisini sevdiği için daha da düştü 149'a.
And Judy, the difference on those days is, did you feel the same fear, anxiety when you saw the number so high?
Yes.
Yüksek olduğunu görünce kötü hissettin mi? Yes.
But you knew what to do.
Yeah. Oh, yes. I felt completely calm about it.
Ne
Yes.
Because
yapacağını
I'm
biliyordum.
okay. I'm going to take an hour. I'm going to go through the whole thing, the whole routine. And then it didn't come down, but
Düşmedi
I
ama.
had to go. I had to walk to the store 2 miles.
Markete yürüdüm 2 mil.
And I came back, boom.
Geri döndüm değilmişti.
Let's if Judy Lamar is a microcosm of the macrocosm, if she's a small case of what's possible for all of us, very good news.
Evet, bu Judy'nin bu olayı makrokozmos, bizlerin makrokozmosun mikrokozmos olduğumuzu gösteriyor. Bütün şeyi bu izah ediyor.
So
Technique.
Yeah.
Dr. Giovanni and Clint, Dr. Giovanni, complete confidence.
Evet. Equals to, you mean?
Because of experience.
Doktor Giovanni de tecrübesinden dolayı son derece sonuçlar yaratıyor, neticeler veriyor.
I want to say it's also remarkable that it's not a quick fix.
Mm-mm.
You have to be persistent, but it works. Her own blood pressure, the numbers spoke. You don't have to. You see the results.
Bu çok çabuk elde edilen bir sonuç değil, ama yine de kendi kendine yaptığı bir şey ve bunun sayesinde sayıların ne kadar düştüğünü görebiliyoruz.
So, oh, go ahead, Judy.
Fear is the big deal. Fear.
Hmm.
When you get the
Korku çok önemli.
diagnosis, doctor, diagnosis, fear.
Doktor, tanı ve korku.
Hospital. They wanted me to go to the
Hastane.
hospital. Yeah. December. December.
Aralık
1st, yeah.
ayında. Aralık ayında.
Now she's, instead of in the hospital, she's on a call inspiring all of us around the world.
Evet, şimdi hastanede olmak yerine burada bize hepimize ilham veriyor.
These are the kind, thank you. Let's all of us put lots of love and send it to Judy. And Judy, if you can go like this on your heart, but we are going to send love. We love you and we're with you.
Oh, we thank you.
Yeah. Now, in the words of,
Blessing to you.
you know, Aaron, he talked last time with Lori so powerfully on the Sunday call. Sometimes our troubles, the challenges that we have, one reason is because of how it then can inspire other people in a moment of.
Evet, bazen öyle zorluklar yaşıyoruz ama bu yaşadığımız zorluklar bazen başkalarına çok ilham veriyor.
Yeah.
Who would have guessed, Judy, that your moment of crisis, asking for help to the universe, would be bonded in such a way that now your story is inspiring people all over the world? In a moment.
Evet. Bunu düşünebilir miydin diyor. Senin diyor zorluk yaşadığın böyle bir durum diyor. Şimdi diyor dünyanın birçok yerinde insanlara ilham veriyor diyor.
Thank you. Thank you.
And experiencing a renaissance at 82.
Yeah.
80 yaşında bir rönesans yaşadım diyor.
82 years young.
Yani
Lamar, she got me a bag. I carry it with me all over the world. It says, I love young. And with the quote, if you change your food, you change your future.
evet, Doktor Naram'ın dediği gibi eğer yiyeceğinizi değiştirirseniz geleceğinizi değiştirebilirsiniz.
One of the recipes in this book is for this soup.
Evet, bu kitaptaki reçetelerden bir tanesi bu çorba için, bu çorbanın reçetesi.
At age 79, Judy Lamar felt like she was an LOL, a little old lady with a cane, a walker, walking slow, feeling like life was over at age 79.
Judy 89 yaşında elinde bastonla gezen çökmüş, kamburu çıkmış bir şey olabilirdi.
Yeah. Then she just started eating this soup and now walks 2 miles a day.
Evet, şimdi bu çorbayı içtiği için günde 2 mil yürüyebiliyor.
She was 79 years old. Now she is 82 years young.
Şimdi 82 yaşında bir genç.
And inspiring.
Çok esin verici.
So what is possible on today's call when you learn some of these simple home remedies, ancient secrets, recipes?
Şimdi bugün bu şeylerden, kadim şifa sırlarından bazı reçeteler öğrenebiliriz.
So we're going to go through some of them, and who knows how it will bless you in your moment of crisis or how it will bless others that you love.
Bakalım bunlardan bazıları size ve sizin ülkenizde zor durumda olanlar için nasıl bir yarar sağlayacak.
One thing I love about Judy's story is the blood pressure machine shows numbers. It doesn't lie. It's the number is there.
Evet, Judy'nin olayında hoşuma giden bir şey var. Tansiyon aletinin sayıları gösteriyor olması. Orada yanıltıcı bir şey yok.
How I'm promising to show up is this. I want to promise to show up in this way for the next weeks, the next Sundays calls, for the next month.
Önümüzdeki ayda diğer pazar günlerinde anlatmak istediğim şey bu olacak. Bunu göstermek istiyorum, bunu anlatmak istiyorum.
Every Sunday for the next month, I want to share the most powerful secrets that I know, which you can use in your emergency kit. So whatever comes, you feel calm like Judy instead of panic.
Evet, acil kit dediği şey Doktor Naram'ın I have to explain it. The emergency kit. Doktor Naram'ın her zaman kullandığı bir şey var. Acil kit dediği çantasında bulundurduğu kendisi açısından önemli olan bazı şeyler var. Burada şimdi o bazı şeyler vereceğim. Böylece siz de yanınızda bu acil kitini taşıyacaksınız, çantasını taşıyacaksınız ki hangi durumlarda kime yararlı olacaksınız göreceksiniz.
Right now, there's over 200 people participating from 30 plus countries in a training program to learn these secrets.
Evet, 30 ülkeden 200 kişiye yakın kişi, fazladan kişi var burada şu anda. Bunun eğitimini alıyorlar. Yes.
And normally we keep some of these secrets of the emergency kit for that training program.
Evet, biz aslında bu kitle ilgili olan şeyleri bu eğitim programımızda veriyoruz.
But because of what's happening right now and the need, we can't keep it a secret. We need to share this.
Evet, böyle bir acil durum olduğu için şimdi bunu kendimize saklayamayız, bunu paylaşmamız gerekiyor.
So that you are in a position that no matter what happens on this planet, you feel calm, you feel strong, you feel confident, and you know that you are in a position that you can make a difference for yourself and in the lives of others.
Evet, böyle bir durumda sizin yapacağınız şey sakin kalmak ve ne yapacağınızı bilir bir durumda olmak. I forgot the rest.
Yeah, just that no matter what happens on this planet, you can feel calm.
Dünyada ne olursa olsun sakin kalmanız gerekiyor.
Dr. Naram would say you're either a part of the solution or you're part of the problem.
Doktor Naram diyormuş ki ya problemin bir parçasınız ya da çözümün bir parçası olacaksınız.
Learning some of the simple ancient secrets makes you so valuable in being a part of solution in people's lives.
Evet, insanların hayatına çözüm getirme açısından bu kadim şifa sırlarını bilmek çok önemli.
We're going to go into a meditation soon. Heidi and I think Gary, maybe if you're helping with this, I don't know if you are. We're going to go into a meditation soon. I just want you to be ready.
Evet, şimdi bir meditasyon yapacağız. Onun için hazırlanmanızı rica edeceğim.
In preparation, I want to share one little story about the earthquake in Nepal and those orphan kids.
Bu şeyle ilgili yetim çocuklarla ilgili o depremle ilgili bir şey anlatacağım.
When people around the world heard about these orphan kids losing their home, they started raising money to help rebuild their home.
İnsanlar bu çocukların evlerinin, yetimhanenin yıkıldığını duydukları zaman hemen şey yapmaya başladılar, fon geliştirmeye başladılar.
When their home was rebuilt, they felt so grateful.
Ve evleri yapıldığı zaman çocuklar son derece minnettar kaldılar.
Then some of the kids who were from Texas or Florida that had helped raise money for the kids in Nepal, they lost their homes in hurricanes.
Oh, Nepal'deki yetim çocuklara yardım eden Texas'taki where Texas and where?
Florida. There was a hurricane that hit.
Florida'da çok şiddetli fırtına olduğu zaman bu sefer o çocukların evleri yıkıldı. Yani,
When the orphan kids in Nepal heard that their friends in the US had lost their home,
Nepal'deki çocuklar Amerika'daki arkadaşların evlerini kaybettiklerini duydukları zaman
they said, now it's our turn to help you.
dediler ki şimdi sıra bizde, yardım etme sırası bize geldi demişler.
They didn't say we don't have any money, we don't have any power, we can't help.
Bizim paramız yok, yardım edecek durumda değiliz demediler.
They said our friends are in need and we can help them now.
Arkadaşlarımızın bize ihtiyaç var, biz de onlara yardım etmemiz lazım şimdi demişler.
They said when we didn't have a home, you helped us, so now it's our turn to help you.
Bizim evimiz olmadığı zaman siz bize yardım ettiniz. Şimdi de sıra bizde.
And they did three things.
Three.
They did three things. These orphan kids did three things.
Evet, bu yetimler 3 şey yapmışlar.
The very first thing they did is pray. And they
İlk
prayed.
önce dua etmişler.
And I've never seen a more holy sight in my life than these orphan kids praying with so much intensity for their friends.
O kadar yoğun bir şekilde dua etmişler ki hiç böyle bir şey görmemiştim hayatımda diyor.
Then they wrote letters of encouragement. They said, we can
Oh.
inspire them.
Onlara isim vermek için onları cesaretlendirici mektuplar yazmışlar.
And third, they made bracelets. They called them love bracelets, and they sold them to make money to send to USA to help their friends rebuild their home.
Bilezik yapmışlar. Bilezikleri satıp Amerika'daki arkadaşlarına yardım sağlamışlar.
Yeah, so they didn't say, we're just orphan kids, we can't help.
Biz zavallı yetim çocuklar demediler.
They knew that they could help
Yardım edebileceklerini biliyorlardı.
and that every amount of love matters.
Sevginin her parçası önemli.
That every prayer matters.
Evet, ve her dua,
That every kindness matters.
evet, her türlü şefkat, nezaket çok
And there-
önemli.
And there's not an us versus them.
Biz onlarla karşı karşıya olmak diye bir şey yok.
All of us on this planet are one family.
Evet, bu dünyadaki bütün hepimiz tek bir aileyiz.
That whenever we help anyone else, it always helps us.
Kime yardım edersek o daima bize geri döner.
So having said that, I'm going to bring in Heidi now. And Heidi is going to guide us through a prayer meditation, sending love to those in Turkey and Syria who need it most.
Şimdi Heidi bir meditasyon yapacak ve Türkiye'deki ve Suriye'deki depremzedelere yararı için,
Thank you for,
şifası için.
I just want to say thank you everyone for being here today on this call. Thank you.
Bu toplantıya katıldığınız için, geldiğiniz için hepinize çok teşekkür ediyorum.
Your love matters.
Evet, sevgi her şey.
All right, Heidi, handing it over to you.
Thank you. So before we begin, Gary, I just wanted to share when Clint reached out to me and asked me to share a meditation and a prayer last night, I was visited once again by a goddess, and that happened last time. It was Durga. She was fierce. She was about strength. She was about courage. And this morning, what came in was this beautiful goddess who has her hand over her heart, where all the cracks are and where it hurts. And she has a hand open to receive. So for those on the call that you shared, it's hard to ask for help. We can keep one hand over our hearts and one hand open to receive. So thank you for receiving this prayer and this blessing.
Beautiful. Can Asin translate that real quick? It's so
Gosh, I didn't.
I'm sorry, I will not be able to translate all because it was rather long, but the last part I can, yes, Heidi meditasyon için rica ettiğinde Dr. Clint bir şey olmuş, çok duygulanmış ve bu sabah önüne o heykel gelmiş. O heykelin anlamı çok büyük diyor, bir tanrıça heykeli. Ve bütün çatlaklar var vücudunda. Elde kalbinin üstünde ve diğer eliyle de yardım istiyor diyor. Çok etkilenmiş. Yes.
Her name is Akalanda and it means never not broken.
Hiçbir zaman kırılmayacak. Heykelin adı buymuş. Hiçbir zaman kırılmayacak olan.
So as we drop into this meditation, I'll ask that you hold your own heart and keep one hand open to receive.
Evet, bunu alabilmek için siz de tek elinizde şu şekilde açın. Diyor ki elinizde kalbinizde olsun.
Clint, as we go through the meditation, should I drop in and pause for the translation, or should I?
Yeah, that would be better. That would be better. No need for translating the meditation, I think.
Okay.
Feelings will just translate.
Yeah, feel the essence, feel the frequency. Yeah, so let's begin by taking a breath. And just find that home within your heart. Resting within. Bringing your awareness inward. Releasing your shoulders. Relaxing your body. Bringing a sense of ease into this home, into this heart. I want you to feel the strength and power of your heart, the strongest electromagnetic field in the body. As we drop into our sacred hearts, I want you to envision yourself in this circle of compassion that you are at the center of. I want you to imagine this beautiful light pouring in. If there is a feeling of brokenness or sadness or grief, that you allow that love to pour into your, with the open hand, that you are receiving that light. I want you to bring to mind the people that you love. I want you to see their faces. I want you to recognize their smile. I want you to bring them into that circle with you and extend that light from your heart to theirs with empathy, with compassion, and with love. I want you to see that light moving through them, from you, and back from them to you, until everything in the circle is filled with this beautiful light of compassion. Take a deep breath. Now, as we expand that circle out, I want you to envision that circle wrapping those hearts of the people in Turkey and Syria. I want you to imagine, even if you can't see faces, imagine the love from your heart pouring out to theirs. Welcome them into that circle. Anybody who is hurting or in distress, may they feel ease, may they feel peace, may they feel the comfort of love from another. And as you expand out this beautiful circle of compassion, I want you to see the interconnectedness of our global community with all of our hearts, the power of our sacred hearts, touching every single person. Feel that. Where there is suffering, may there be peace. Where there is fear, may there be courage. Where there is hurt, may there be hope. Letting hearts guide the way. We pray for the efforts of those on the ground. May there be organization, cooperation, and healing. May the people of Turkey and Syria and anybody hurting today be held in the light of hope, in the grace and presence of the divine. So it is. We love you and we're with you. We love you and we're with you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. This will all will come to ourselves. I know that. But what a huge, big love connection. Thank you for providing us. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Ancient Healing Secrets. Thank you, Dr. Naram. Thank you all.
Can you translate one thing for me, Asin?
Benim için bir şey daha tercüme eder misin?
Just to remember to keep your hand over your heart, in that beautiful image of the goddess where all the cracks are, holding
Yes.
our one hand here and one hand open.
Yes. Yeah.
There's a quote that
It's
my friend
beautiful.
Akan shares with me that also Helen P. shared in the chat. It says this, it's a Leonard Cohen quote. There's a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in.
Evet. Gary Malkin bu topluluğun içinde müzik yapan çok değerli bir müzisyen. Onun şeyleri var, çok ödül kazanmış bir müzisyen. Well, I'm just telling my people about Gary Malkin and how his works are so wonderful, and just it's words are enough to explain. Thank you, Gary. It was just beautiful. Thank you very much. And Dr. Clint diyor ki her zaman dua ederken elinizi şu şekilde yapın. O vücudundaki bütün o şeyler, kırıklar, her zaman onu hatırlamamızı, bu şekilde dua etmemizi öneriyor. Hepimiz için, herkes için. Ben de dedim ki bütün bu yaptıklarımız hepimize büyük bir sevgi olarak geri dönecek dedim. Çok teşekkür ediyorum sizin adınıza her şey için. I told them that I'm thanking you on behalf of all my participants in my Zoom community. Thank you very much for accepting us here and for giving your highest love to us and to my fellow citizens who are in very difficult situations. But I know that this love is going to just take into its shell all the disaster and will make it recover very soon. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank
What
you so much.
What I'd like to do is, because it's such a tender moment,
Bu çok duygusal bir dakika biliyorum.
we started the call talking about love.
Evet, bu şeyimizi, Zoom toplantımızı sevgiden bahsederek açtık. Evet,
I'm sharing this quote, the opening quote from the book.
evet. Burada kitabın açılışındaki bu sözler, size öğretmeye gelmedim. Sizi sevmeye geldim. Sevgi size her şeyi öğretecektir. Bu bir slogan. Evet, bu kitabın adeta bir sloganı.
I didn't come to teach you, I came to love you. And love will teach you.
Yes.
And love guided you here today. Love guided you here. So pay attention. What did love teach you on today's call? What did love teach?
Buraya gelirken sadece sevginin rehberliğinde geldiniz ve düşünün, bugün size sevgi ne öğretti?
I encourage you to find a journal and some journal and write in it what love
Evet.
taught you today.
Evet, bir defter alıp yazın. Sevgi size ne öğretti? Bugün ne öğretti?
We have some brief announcements that I want to share, and I invite you to join again next Sunday, where we'll go into more detail about creating your own emergency kit.
Evet, önümüzdeki hafta girmenizi öneriyorum yine bizim pazar toplantımıza ve kendinizin acil çanta, kit şeyinizi öğrenmenizi istiyorum diyor. Kendiniz için öğrenmenizi.
There's a saying that in this ancient science, healer first heal thyself.
Burada bir söz var bu kitapta diyor. İlk önce kendini iyileştirmen gerekir. Yes.
One of the most powerful ways we can show up in the world to serve is if we first love ourselves.
İlk önce kendimizi seversek o zaman dünyaya da bu sevgiyi gösterebiliriz.
We have an opportunity coming up called a guided detox, a 7-day or 30-day guided detox you can do from your home.
Evet, evlerinizden yapabileceğiniz rehberli detoks programımız var.
When you remove the toxins from your body, you're so much more able to serve and love others.
Evet, vücudunuzun toksinlerden arındırdığınız zaman o zaman başkalarına çok daha büyük bir sevgiyle yardım edebilirsiniz.
The last time we offered this, my mom gifted it to someone who taught at a teacher at the school with her.
Ben bunu son verdiğimde kendi annem okulundaki bir öğretmene bunu verdi.
That teacher was about to go for back surgery, so much pain in her back.
Evet, o öğretmenin belinde çok fazla ağrı varmış ve ameliyata girmek üzereymiş.
But there's this saying, if you change your food, you can change your future.
Evet, burada dediği gibi eğer yiyeceğinizi değiştirirseniz geleceğinizi de değiştirebilirsiniz.
She did the entire 30 days changing food and changing thoughts.
Evet, 30 gün boyunca hem yemek şeklini değiştirdi hem de düşüncelerini değiştirdi.
At the end, her back pain was gone. No more surgery.
30 gün sonra belindeki ağrı tamamen yok olmuştu ve ameliyata falan gerek kalmadı.
But on the call, when she was sharing the results, the most remarkable one she said wasn't had anything to do with her back.
Bütün bunların sonunda öyle bir şey söyledi ki bunların her şeyi gölgede bıraktı.
She said when the toxins were gone from her body was the first time she's learned how to love herself.
Ya toksinleri vücudundan attığı zaman ilk defa kendisini sevmeyi öğrenmiş.
And she thanked my mom, said, "Thank you. I had no idea this was going to be the."
Annesine çok teşekkür etmiş ve bunun böyle olduğunu hiç bilmiyordum demiş.
On the call, Dr. Stephen Wexler. And Dr. Stephen, are you able to come on and just share one story or something to inspire? I know we don't have too much time, but he's right now. Let's see if he's able to come on.
Evet, Dr. Stephen Ayurveda konusunda da çok bilgili, son derece uzman bir doktor.
Main thing is this week is when you would need to register because this next Sunday is the last registration deadline. If you're interested, we want to make it available to anyone who wants to experience more vibrant health, unlimited energy, and peace of mind.
Evet, huzurlu bir zihin, sağlıklı bir vücuda sahip olmak isteyenler için önümüzdeki hafta son şeyimiz diyor, başvuru şeyimiz, süremiz bitiyor diyor.
Before we leave this call, I want to teach everyone one secret you can do at home anytime.
Şimdi artık zamanımız doldu ama ayrılmadan önce size bir kadim sır öğreteceğim. Bunu istediğiniz zaman her zaman kullanabileceğiniz bir şey olacak.
In chapter 2, and it's ancient secrets to help you calm your mind and stimulate positive emotions.
Zihninizi sakinleştirmek için. In chapter 2.
Yeah, chapter 2. And it's on page 31 of the English book. But
Okay.
it's secrets.
Yeah. Yes, I found it. Yeah. Okay. Evet.
So you go like this with your left hand.
Mm-hmm.
And then with your right finger or your thumb, but you can do this way. And when you press, you breathe in. And when you press, you breathe out. So you press in, you breathe in, you unpress, you breathe out 6 times. Let's do it together. Let's see if we can do this all together. Okay, so go ahead and press it first time, breathe in. Breathe out. Second time, breathe in. Third time, breathe in. fourth time, fifth time, sixth time. So that's Marma Shakti for balancing, becoming, I even feel more calm actually, right after doing it. And then there's a home remedy. A home remedy, you mix it and I show you how to do it.
Yes, but we don't have Brahmi in
No problem.
Turkey.
We're doing a half teaspoon of ghee,
Yes.
and you take one pinch nutmeg or one thread saffron.
Okay. Nutmeg and saffron will do the same.
In Turkey.
Okay. Burada sorry. Arkadaşlar burada Brahmi churna tozu diyor. Bir de Jatamati tozu diyor. Bunlar ülkemizde yok. Fakat
Bunlar-
onların yerine safran ile nutmeg, muskat kullanabilirsiniz diyor. Zaten zerdeçal ve bir çay kaşığı da ghee var içinde.
Yes. Don't worry about the long one, just these three ingredients. Half a teaspoon of ghee,
Evet, yarım kaşık teaspoon or tablespoon.
half a teaspoon of ghee.
Bir çay kaşığı yarım çay kaşığı ghee,
Put one pinch of nutmeg,
bir tutam muskat tozu,
one thread of saffron or one little bit of saffron.
bir tutam da safran.
If it's in like a metal spoon, you can heat it with a lighter or over a candle.
Evet. Eğer büyük bir kaşıksa o kaşığın içinde yağ eritebilirsiniz hepsini birlikte karıştırmak için.
You just
So-
stir the spoon a little bit, and then you take and you put 2 drops in each nostril.
Bunu karıştırıyorsunuz ve burnunuza 2'şer damla damlatıyorsunuz.
Yeah, you do this right before you go to sleep when you're laying down, 2 drops in each nostril, and then your brain becomes relaxed.
Evet, bunu eğer önce yaparsanız her iki burun deliğinize de uyumadan önce size korkunç bir relakslık verecek, rahatlık verecek diyor.
Does anyone on this call feel like sometimes you have so many thoughts, your head feels so crowded, so many thoughts happening?
Yattığınız zaman uyumadan önce hissettiğiniz oluyor mu böyle kafanızda bir sürü düşünce olduğunu?
Yeah, do this experiment. Do this experiment.
Evet,
Take
bu deneyi yaşayın. Bu deneyi yaşayın.
every day, put the 2 drops in each nostril.
Evet, her gün bunu her iki burun deliğinize uygulama yapın. Çok rahat edersiniz diyor. For how long?
I want everyone to do this experiment for this whole week, and next Sunday we report.
Evet, bütün bu hafta yapmanızı öneriyorum. Önümüzdeki haftaya da yapalım. Rapor istiyorum diyor.
But I need to give a warning.
Evet, bir uyarım var.
You may end up feeling very, very happy.
Çok mutlu olabilirsiniz.
If you don't want to feel happy, don't do this thing.
Ama eğer mutlu olmayacaksanız bunu yapmayın.
If you don't want to feel peaceful, please do not do this thing.
Evet, huzur bulmak istiyorsanız bunu yapmayın.
The combination of this marma, this home remedy, and mung soup, eating lots of mung soup.
Evet, bu marmayı, bu ev reçetesini ve maş fasulyesi çorbasını yemenizi öneriyorum.
It can make such a huge difference.
O zaman ne kadar büyük bir değişiklik olduğunu göreceksiniz.
Instead of coming from fear and anxious and worry, we can come from peace, love, possibility, and so many things are possible.
Evet, anksiyete yerine, korku yerine, bütün olumsuz duygular yerine sevgi, sakinlik, huzur duyacaksınız diyor.
Love guided you here today for some very good reason.
Evet, bugün hepinizi buraya sevgi çağırdı, size rehberlik etti ve çok önemli bir sebep için.
We call this contagious healing. Contagious healing. Once you help
Yes.
yourself, It starts to help everybody.
Biz buna bulaşıcı şifa diyoruz. Bir kere kendinizi şifalandırdığınız zaman artık herkesi şifalandırmaya başlayacaksınız.
Next Sunday call, I'm going to share 6 specific home remedies in Marma. If you know, it can make such a big difference. Next Sunday.
Önümüzdeki hafta 6 tane önemli marma ve evre çetesi vereceğim. Önümüzdeki pazar günü için.
And for those that are our friends or family from Turkey, our friends, our loved ones from Turkey, those who we love that are on this call right now, we have a special gift for you.
Evet, bugün burada olan sevgili Türk ailemiz için özel bir armağanımız var.
We're going to create a PDF with the first chapters, the first 3 chapters of the book in Turkish. We're going to give a gift to everyone on this call so you can start learning the ancient secrets.
Aa. Bu kitabın ilk 3 bölümünü size PDF olarak göndereceğiz. Böylece bu şeyleri öğrenip bu konuda şimdiden bilginiz olması için.
So for that, just put your email address in the chat or give it to Asin.
Evet, burada ya chat'e şeyinizi koyun veyahut da Esin'e verin diyor. Burada şeye uğrayabilir, isterseniz bana gönderin. Toplu olarak şeye koyalım biz. Nasıl istiyorsanız, isteyenler burada chat'e de yazabilirler. Nasıl arzu ediyorsanız.
Esin'cim sana gelirse daha iyi. Hepimiz toptan alırız.
Tamam canım, oldu. They would rather have me give you the emails.
Please
Okay.
give your emails to Asin. No problem. We're happy. And then these 3 chapters alone are powerful. Use it for yourself and share it with anyone in Turkey that could benefit.
Evet, bu ilk 3 bölüm çok önemli, çok güçlü. Onun için onları okuduktan sonra kiminle isterseniz paylaşabilirsiniz.
And if you invite them to next Sunday's call, we'll have a very special practical application of the ancient secrets in a way that can change anybody's life.
Evet, eğer gelecek hafta katılırsanız işte bir takım uygulamalar yapıp herkesin hayatını değiştirecek bir takım şeyler gösterebiliriz.
This week is Valentine's Day. This week is Valentine's Day, a week of love.
Yes, bu hafta Sevgililer Günü haftası. Tabii orada Aziz Valentin haftası oluyor ve zaten sevgi haftası oluyor.
Whether you have a beloved or not, my invitation is we make Turkey and Syria our beloved this week. We love them.
Evet, biz Türkiye'yi ve Suriye'yi seviyoruz. Çünkü Aziz Valentin gününde herkes sevgisini ilan ediyor. Ben de sevgimi Türkiye'ye ve Suriye'ye ilan ediyorum diyor.
And that you make yourself, you love yourself. And every day you do something to nourish and love yourself. And we send prayers and healing energy to those in Turkey and Syria.
Evet, her zaman kendinizi sevin. Herkese bir dua edelim Türkiye'deki ve Suriye'deki ihtiyacı olan bütün herkesin şifalanması için.
That can make this Valentine's Day the most memorable, full of love week of our lives.
Evet, bu Aziz Valentin haftası bu şeyi bizim açımızdan çok çok fazla sevgiyle dolu bir hafta olarak alacağız.
And if love guides you to the detoxes that are starting, Dr. Stephen, I'm going to bring him on to share a little bit in a couple minutes about what to expect and how you can benefit.
Dr. Stephen şimdi çağıracağım size detoks yapma konusunda, ondan nasıl yararlanacağınız konusunda yardımcı olacak.
Dr. Stephen, I know we don't have too much time, but something from your heart about how people can benefit from loving themselves in this way.
İnsanlar kendilerini bu şekilde nasıl sevecekler? Bu konuda bir şeyler söyler misiniz?
This has
Sorry.
been so touching and moving for me to be on this call today. That is the most healing, is to be in your heart like that. Thank you so much for all the translation. It's been beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you all. Bugünkü tercüme için çok teşekkür ediyoruz. Çünkü hiç bu kadar etkilenmemiştim. Teşekkür ediyorum diyor.
So, Clint, I've been involved in ski patrol here. So what would you like me to talk about?
Well, just in like basically in 1 minute, when people do the detox, how do they benefit? Why is that loving themselves to say, I want this experience?
Detoks yaptığı zaman insanların kendilerini sevmeleri sağlanıyor. Bu konuda bir şeyler anlatmanı istiyorum diyor. Yes.
So we never know what's coming next in our lives. And the best thing to do is be prepared by it, is to be as healthy and aware and happy as you can. What the detox does is empty the bucket.
Okay, just a second. Hayatın bize neler getireceğini hiçbir zaman bilemeyiz her an. Dolayısıyla detoks yapıp önce kendimizi sevmeyi öğrenmemiz lazım. Yes.
So whether you do a few days or 7 days or the full detox 28 days with herbs and guidance, all this will empty the bucket so your symptoms don't spill over.
Evet, bir hafta, bir gün, bir hafta ya da 28 gün boyunca yapabilirsiniz bu detoksu. Bütün bu toksinleri atmak için, yani kovayı boşaltmanız gerekiyor.
If we can keep the symptoms from spilling over, then our body has a chance to heal in many different ways. And then we're prepared for what happens in our life next. So we can do this once a year, every season, or when convenient for you.
Evet, bunu yılda bir kere, bir mevsimde veyahut da nasıl müsait oluyorsa o zaman yapabiliriz. Ancak bunu yaptığımız takdirde yararlarını görmek çok mümkün.
Now, next week, we're going to share more details about it. But if you're interested in a guided 7-day or 30-day detox, email team@myancientsecrets.com and we'll get you more information. So if you just email team, and I put it in the chat for you as well. Just send, and I'm interested in the 7-day, 30-day, and Asin, you can help us translate if there's any Turkish ones that come through.
Evet, içinizde katılmak isteyen varsa chatte de görüldüğü gibi team.myancientsecrets.com kısmına yazacaksınız. Katılmak isterseniz bir haftalık detoks programı var. Bunun için Esin belki size tercümanlık yapabilir diyor.
Yeah, we have some members of our community. In fact, Daniel Devananda just got back from a full month in India, a full month of detox. And you look great, Devananda. You look so good. Wow. Now, not everyone can go to India, but you can do at home, the home detox. So I just want to say, Devananda, we'll have you share more of your story next time, but I'm so glad to see you're here.
Oh, yes, thank you. I'm glad to be here back and feeling the difference also after a panchakarma. And I feel so much more in my heart. And I can feel so much for the people in Turkey and Syria. I was there and I was looking some news as well. And please receive all our love from all around the world. This too shall pass, and many strength will be risen from this as well. You have our support here in this call every Sunday. It's amazing to have you here joining us. All my love to you all. Yes, I will share more experiences from India. And
I want to say this piece though is important. Daniel is a perfect example of when the toxins went away, all of a sudden happiness and love filled its place. Before was depression, anxiety, fear, and now he's a walking beam of light and love. You know?
Daniel detoks
Yes.
olmadan önce hep depresyon, anksiyete içinde son derece sıkıntılı bir durumdaydı. Detoksu yaptıktan sonraki hali inanılmaz. Yes.
And I was leaving Holland. I was in the Amsterdam airport. The same, we were overlapping by 1 hour. He had flown from Mumbai. He was in Amsterdam on his way back to the USA. I love
Evet.
this.
Evet, Doktor Giovanni ile birlikte Hollanda'daki Amsterdam havaalanına indikleri sırada Daniel da Hindistan'dan Amerika'ya dönüyormuş büyük bir tesadüf olarak.
Giovanni and we are coming to Turkey in July for the launch of the book in Turkish and to love in any way we can in person then. But before, we want to do so much in preparation.
Yes, biz Doktor Giovanni ile birlikte kitap çıktığı zaman tanıtımını yapmak için Türkiye'ye geleceğiz. Daha birçok da hazırlık yapmamız lazım. I hope so very soon. Our hearts are all with you and with the book.
Thing you want to share, Stephen, in preparation? So this week we want you to book a consultation and then get the herbs as soon as possible if you're doing the 30-day detox, and we'll give you all those details. If you emailed us, we'll give you all the details. But anything else, Dr. Stephen, you want to share now?
You know, any simplification of your diet, drink more water, eat more fresh foods that you get locally, organically, you know, start to empty the things that you crave from your home. Maybe don't give presents. You can even get rid of them. You can throw things out that aren't good for you.
Evet, evinizde bulunan sizin için iyi olmayan şeyleri evinizden bir an önce atmaya çalışın. Bol su için ve taze yemek yiyin. Taze sebzelerden oluşan yemekler yiyin.
That's good
Yes.
advice. We'll talk more about this upcoming week, but send an email if you're interested. Thank you, Dr. Stephen.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So now what we do, there's a lot of people, not just in Turkey and Syria, but one of the people who's helped. So the book is in 30 languages. One who's helped, her dear friend is in the hospital and really struggling. And I know many people who are struggling right now.
One of the who's in the hospital? I'm sorry.
Person who helped format the Turkish book, one of her friend's daughters is in the hospital or struggling right now as well.
Maggie's daughter?
Not her daughter, but her friend's daughter.
Her friend's daughter.
So I just want to send, I know there's lots of people, and I just want to send love to those in Syria, Turkey, and anyone who needs. So we have a tradition, basically. You can explain, we go like this, get our hands all warm.
Her zaman ellerimizi bu şekilde birbirimize sürtüyoruz ve sonsuz sevgi gönderiyoruz. Türkçe kitabın formatını hazırlayan, ben de iletişimde bulunduğum için biliyorum. Maggie adında bir hanım. Maggie'nin arkadaşının kızı hastaymış. Herkes çok farklı durumlarda şimdi diyor. Onun için herkese sevgi gönderiyoruz. Ellerimizi birbirimize sürtüyoruz ve Doktor Naram'ın söylediği bir şey, seni seviyorum ve kalbim seninle birlikte. I love you and I'm with you. Seni seviyorum, kalbim seninle birlikte.
Wow. And then
My heart is with you.
Yeah. And then after that, for those that can stay on the call, we'll go into breakout rooms. Just one second. After that, we'll go into breakout rooms for those that want to stay and share what did love teach you on today's call. So after we do that, but then there will just be some short announcements. So we'll do this, some short announcements, and then we'll go into breakout rooms.
Evet, şimdi bunu yapacağız. Ondan sonra şeye ayrılacağız, odalara ayrılacağız. O her zaman geleneksel olarak yaptıkları bir şey burada ve herkes bugün sevgiden ne aldı, ne gibi bir şey öğrendi, onun tartışmasını yapmak isteyenler için, hani görüşün şeylerin içinde diyor. Ama şey yapmak isteyenler, devam etmek isteyenler, ondan sonra yine kısa bir şey yapacağız, sonra bitecek. Okay.
Jaina, you had something you want to share before we do this or after?
Yes, no, my heart is full of love and appreciation. And, I'm so amazed with you, Dr. Clint, and the way that you're presenting this, because one of the things that I know about trauma and about emotion is when you are stuck in the fear and the lower, devastation, it doesn't transcend. And you've been uplifting and so full of joy and hope. And with this joy and the hope and the presence that you have brought to this call, it will help the people of Turkey and of the world transmute, transition, transform this emotion to move through. I know that in our society, we get so stuck in the thought that we need to be in that grief and that devastation to match that emotion. And we can get a sense of empathy, but it doesn't lift and transmute and transpire. And so I've just been very impressed with the way that you have brought hope and inspiration and enthusiasm to this situation and giving remedies to be able to help them. My blood pressure goes up when I'm in stress. My worry goes up tremendously. And so for you to be able to give this gift, not only to the people of Turkey, but to all of us, because I know my heart was broken when I saw the images and heard of the situation. And it is very devastating. And we need to stay in that uplifted heart full of hope. And I so appreciate it. And that is what I wanted to say.
Well, thank you, Jaina. I'm also thinking of,
Thank you, Jaina. Thank
Yeah.
you.
and I love how Aaron prepared us over the last 2 weeks talking about life is art, acknowledge, reframe, and transcend. And what a powerful preparation that now in this state, we have an opportunity to do that. So how about we all put our hands together? Should we try and say this in Turkish, all of us? I love you and I'm with you. Can you teach us, Asin, how to speak it in?
Shall I write it on chat?
Yeah, can you? And
Would it be
12
better? Okay.
How do we say it? Oh, thank you, Jaina. Linda says, well said. Aaron, so glad to be here in the home with you. It's funny that you're on Zoom, but I look out the window, you're also right there. It's really fun. Amazing. This world, in fact, it's a really good analogy. We think we're so separated from people in Turkey or Syria, or oftentimes we feel separated from our neighbor or our brothers or sisters. But technology, it can bring us closer and sometimes also separate us. I'm with people I love and I get addicted to my phone. I'm looking here instead of in their eyes. But we just look beyond the computer and there's a human right there in front of me that I love, So as soon as this call ends and whatever moment you have today, Valentine's Day isn't really just about romantic love. It's about how do you love every moment? How can you make love with each person by connecting with their heart? There's a quote saying, instead of saying to someone, how are you? You could say, where does it hurt? And in the moment where we're present and sending love to people in Turkey and sending love to ourselves, what if this week we feel more love than ever? We can also transcend the technologies and be really present with ourselves and with those that we're with. Asin, you don't have to worry about translating that, but can you tell us how to say, I love you and I'm with you?
Seni seviyorum. Kalbim seninle birlikte. Seni seviyorum. Seni seviyorum. I love you. I know it's so difficult. I have written on chat.
How about we just say, I love you? Can you teach us that much?
Seni seviyorum.
Then, okay, the first word.
Seni.
Seni.
Seni. Seviyorum.
Seviyorum. Seni.
Seni seviyorum.
Seni seviyorum.
Seni seviyorum.
You what now?
Sevioron.
Yeah, something like that. Exactly.
Love you and I'm with you.
How simple.
The
tool.
Seviyorum.
Sevioron.
Seviyorum.
Sevioron.
Everything has
Seni seviyorum. Seni seviyorum. I love you and I'm with you. Thank you for showing up today. Thank you those in the 100-day experience for showing up and understanding, wow, what we're talking about is so practical and useful. And it's more important that we learn it now than ever. Who knows what's going to happen on this planet? Who knows what's going to happen in our personal lives? But when you learn these ancient secrets, even one of them, like Judy Lamar, you become more a force of good, more a force of God, of love in affecting change on this planet. So thank you. Atiti Devo Bhava. We treat the unexpected guest as if God himself or herself has come, and we understand that whatever is the heartache, whatever is the challenge, whatever is the struggle has within it seeds of equal or greater benefit. I love you. I'm with you. We have a global gathering in Sedona in June. We welcome everyone to Sedona, Arizona, June 6th to the 8th. We'll talk more about that. We have so many other things. Dr. Stephen, who presented today, he's doing a orientation call for something called Landmark Forum, which is a very powerful experience. We'll talk more about on next Sunday's call as well. We need more volunteers, actually. We need people to help with certain things. So if you're in a position to, please put your email address. I just love, even Michelle Gamba says, overwhelmed with gratitude for all. If you can just put in the chat one way in which love taught you, and then we'll go into the breakout rooms right now. I just want to say thank you again, Asin. Thank you all our Turkish friends and family, our Syrian friends and family that have joined the call today. We love you and we're with you. Asin, can you translate one more time just that phrase, I love you and I'm with you? Let's see here, just one second. I want to make sure I can unmute you. There we go.
Seni seviyorum. Kalbim seninle birlikte.
Ah, so beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. We love you, with you. If you leave the call now, we totally understand. Otherwise, we do have an opportunity for you to go into the breakout rooms. And in the breakout rooms, you can just share, what did love teach you today? Right now on your screen, you'll see an opportunity. You can just click, go in there, and you can spend as long as you want with these beautiful people. Some of the most magical things happen in these breakout rooms. I love you. I'm with you. And I look forward to seeing you on next Sunday Inspiration Call. And Asin, one more time, thank you. Thank you for showing up with so much love.